Yeah, we just break it. Thank you.
Everybody good to go?
Mary, do you sort of feel you would work your way back into the game at half time and then couldn't go on after that?
Yeah, our first half was really good. We 15 from 17, that was 16 from 17, so it was a good game of footy. We were right back in the game and start the second half, we went 4 from 7. Our discipline back in the field and yardage sets let us down. They seemed to get enough ball and good ball and just punished us, which they do to most sides because they're running first in the competition, and our process has just started.
You were saying it was a sort of test of sort of where you were at, where you sort of see yourselves at now coming off that game.
Yeah, well, we played against Penrith at Penrith Park and they were running first, and we had a 10-minute, 15-minute window in the game that we fell apart, so to speak, where we had error on error on error, and we done it again tonight against the quality football team. We had 3 errors in a row. The quality football team's put you away, and we've got to get that out of our game, and it hasn't been in our game in the last month. So that's where we do need to improve. As a group, like I said before, I thought we were very good for long periods, but just weren't good for 80 minutes, and you have to be. They do seem to get penalties and yardage sets better than most. I think it's 3-1 to any other side. That's where they get their roll and they find touch and they're getting good ball and they all get excited. And we let them do that because we'd given 5 in the second half.
Their left-hand edge obviously was pretty damaging all night, wasn't it? You sort of struggled to deal with that at times, didn't you?
Yeah, it's something we need to look at training. Without a doubt that we probably backed off too much when we should have really jammed a couple of times, but we'll go over the game tomorrow. A few guys are a bit disappointed because I thought our middle really went well again, and some key personnel probably didn't have the best night.
Eric, can I ask your reaction to the 1 minute news and what you think and what it meant for you?
Well, nothing much changes for me, mate. I'll turn up to work tomorrow and go again, but yeah, he's made up his mind now, so we went back home. I can't really comment on too much at the moment, mate. I don't know too much at the moment, so...
It helps your cause, though.
Sorry?
It obviously helps your cause, I would think.
Oh, well, you would think so, but my job at the moment is interim coach and work these guys pretty hard, and we've got a 6-day turnaround and we're working on the Tigers this weekend.
Does it make you more inclined to put your hand up for the role? He's a well-credentialed candidate, he's out of the running now. Would you sort of rate yourself against some of the other candidates?
I really enjoyed coaching this group, and I'd like to continue coaching this group. I think that answers the question. Sorry?
They seem to be playing for you, isn't it?
Well, the good thing is they're playing for each other too, and that's important. When you've got a group that want to sweat and bleed for each other and really work hard at training, it's pleasing because you get the results on the football field. And you know, it's great to see that their reaction to game time now, and they're really working hard for each other and enjoying each other's company away from football as well, which is great.
The players sort of back Mary and they're playing out of the running. Does that make the players obviously behind Mary saying it all along? Still feel that way now?
Yeah, definitely. Mary's done a great job for the last 8 weeks, and I don't know, the players really respect him. They really, I suppose, I lost the word, sorry. He's doing
next week as well.
He's doing a great job. He really has. He's turned our season around. We've still got a long way to go to be the top footy team we want to. As we saw tonight, there was a period there where we really let ourselves down, but it's great that the boys turn up every week now and playing some good footy.
What do you feel the efforts the boys are putting under you sort of allows you to has put a good case forward for you? I think it was 4 out of 5 wins before something.
Yeah, well, I think the job, you know, the associations need to interview the best people for the job, and if they seem fit that I am the best person for the job, then they'll interview me in time. At the moment, they're doing their rounds, and obviously Wayne was part of that. All I can do is look after the group that I'm in control of right now, and that's this football team, and continue to do that. And if the results fall that way, then they'll look at me as coach, I suppose.
Has that interview not occurred for you yet, Mary, at this stage? You haven't sat down with Ward Dowser and
No, not at all.
stage?
Not at all.
Well, you'd probably like them to arrive at that conclusion sooner or later, wouldn't you, to allow you to prepare for next year for recruitment and all those sort of things?
I think when the coaches settle, the team settle, and you can look at next year, but again, I keep going back to worry about what's on this week, and that's a football team playing against Tigers who put 40 on Canterbury. That's the most important thing within our group right now. We can patch us together after the night and we share up, go home, and we get on with it tomorrow.
Is it a distraction at all, Ben?
No, not at all. Honestly, we're just focused on the teams we play each week, and we've got 7 weeks to go. The CEO and the board will sort out the coach for 2015, but Mary's a coach for the rest of the season. That's all we're focused on. It doesn't bother us at all.
Is it at least a relief that Wayne's not in running anymore? I mean, Wayne obviously brings a lot of attention.
It doesn't. It hasn't mattered, honestly. It's not a distraction. It's not an issue. We're just getting on with the rest of the year now.
Well, what does the result tonight do for your finals? How do you feel? It's obviously drops you back at the back of that bunch. I mean, it's obviously still well shouldn't happen. How do you feel your place now?
Yeah, well, you look at, we had a look at it when I first took over as coach, and you look at 14 games, we need to win 8, and we need to finish on 28 points. I think that's the cut-off. So we've got 7 games remaining, so we need to win 4 of them 7. The rest of the teams, we play a lot of them, and other teams have got tough games coming up too, so we just control what we can do, and that's, win them 4 games in the last 7, and we'll see where we're at.
Paul, any injury concerns out tonight?
No, which is a positive thing. Nothing at all. We had the physio just said we pulled through good, which is great. Mez has probably got another week, Merrin, and so another 1 more week. So it'd be nice to have him back. And Frizzle's probably a couple of weeks behind that. So them 2 boys will be in.
And Brett Morris is fine after you.
Yeah, he just had a little scratch on his leg. Is okay.
Thanks, guys.